Hello YouTube, and welcome to my fourth sound design video. Today I'm going to talk about this little basic dubstep project I've made. Um, I'll just go through it step by step. I've got everything labeled over here on how it has came all together. So I'll let you just have a wee listen to it and see what you think. Yeah, so it's pretty basic. This is just like a little it's not really a tutorial. This video is just kind of like explaining like the basics of just your normal dubstep pattern and just how to create one. Um so yeah, it kind of is a tutorial. It's kind of just a session, but all of my things are gonna be sessions. Like I'm not doing tutorials until like I learn more. But yeah, it's quite dubsteppy. So we'll start with Serum. Um, what I've done is I've used, we'll just take everything off here. Start with the sub. So the sub, I've just put it on a sine wave. I've put it one octave down, -1, and put the level by 2 o'clock. Oscillator A. I've assigned analog basic shapes with an octave down. No unison. Haven't touched the unison or detune. I've put the FM by 12 o'clock, 48% or so. Haven't touched the wavetable. I've put it FM as FM from B, assigned to oscillator B. I've put analog MB saw, -1 octave, and 7 semi, +7 on the semi tones or semi octaves even. I've assigned remap all the way down and moved the wavetable to about 10 o'clock. It's at about 65 actually. 65, 66. And I have assigned an LFO to the filter. I haven't touched the LFO, I've just put it on 1/8 and dragged the LFO onto the cutoff. Added about 15 and kept it at 12 o'clock. And I've added a multi filter on the low, the LH12, which I think stands for low high. And yeah, I haven't assigned anything else on the LFOs or the envelope. I haven't touched anything on that. So it's pretty simple patch. I've drawn in a pattern. Basically all in the fours, F, A, E, and F again. It's a simple pattern. And I have automated 2 or 3 bits of clips here, which I'll come back to. The second part is the kick. Just a cymatics EDM kick I've thrown in here. I've just made a pattern, all starting at the start of each pattern. There's a kick in each pattern. So just still here. A snare, cymatic snare. yeah, again, shout out to Somatics. They have a lot of great free sample packs if you want to check them out. To get started, highly recommend them. They're really really good. Even with tutorials as well and information, they can they do some really cool stuff. So yeah, I've basically just put a kick and a snare. Um, this third one is the warp. So how I've automated that is I went back in the serum and I think I've taken FM from BA. No, I have automated the remap. So in order to automate the remap, you have to just move it, and after you move it, you go to Tools, Last Tweak, and Create Automation Clip. And once you create the automation clip, it'll come up here. And what I've done is I've dragged the first point to the bottom, and I have it basically rising up until halfway. Then have it drop back down again and going across. And then I've created I've had it gone to the end here, and then I made a I think it's just a wave, and then made it just into like a sort of a triangle waveform. So you get this this motion when you hear the pattern. So yeah, it's on wave, and I can change it here. So there's not much going on because of the serum volume envelope, but it does give it a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? It gives it more shape when you play it. I've also added in some Foley here and some fills, so we've got that is from Somatics as well. It's actually a toy being winded up, except it's just reversed. This next one is just another like toy sound. So just used some Foley for fills, which is pretty good, or any percussion. Now I've made a sidechain on the volume, but what I've done is I've assigned serum to a mixer and I've right clicked the volume for an automation clip, and then what I've done is I've created like a like sort of a four wave pattern, just having the volume jumping up and down. See, I could have it maybe even doing like 5 or so. You could even just do whatever you want really with it. So that's really really handy when you're making dubstep. Make sure you're sidechainning your bass. I've got an LFO here. Now the same way I've done with the warp envelope is I have taken the LFO, dragged it onto the filter, and let me see. Yeah, and then I've went to the rate and I've moved it, and then went to tools, create automation clip, and it's giving me the envelope here. So I have it just on, I think it's 1/2, and then I have it jump to 1/4, back to 1/2, and then 1/4. the last one here, I've got a filter cutoff on the mod envelope. This is where I'm trying to figure out where I've actually automated this now. It's telling me I've automated it. Yeah, so I've basically taken the envelope 1, and dropped it on random, and pointed it to about the phase at about 2 o'clock, and then automated it about 12. I think actually before I just had it going all the way around, but you can have it whatever way you want, however you want it to sound. The sidechain is so heavy in this, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. In terms of linking things, I did make a P controller, but it's quite redundant as I'm actually volume automating instead of kick automating with the peak. So I've just assigned everything mixing wise. I just added a multiband. And a limiter just to bring up some height in the mix. As I said, it's just a basic patch. However, I hope this helps in somewhat in production. I'm doing more sound design than production at the minute, but I feel that if you're into like a dubstep or just like house music, I find this little some of these techniques might come in handy for you in terms of especially sidechaining and LFO speed. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like, and I shall try and put out more content as much as I can. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.